Hey, what's going on guys? I'm Ajay from Triple Hub, and in this video tutorial you are going to learn how we can convert a different data types. For example, integer data type into float data type and vice versa. And then we will also learn how to convert the integer and float data type into complex data type. Okay? In the previous session we have learned what are the different number data types and the example of it. Okay? So let's start the session. So here we will learn how to convert integer data type into float data type. Before that, you should learn these two functions in Python. That is, first function is float, and this function as an argument will take a integer, a variable name, or directly you can put any integer value into it. The second function is int function, which will help you to convert any float number into an integer number. Okay, so as an argument you can pass a variable name into it, or you can directly put the value of a float number. So now in the left side I have wrote down the program which will help you to convert any integer number into a float number. Okay, so here we have created one variable which is int underscore var, and inside this variable we have stored 23, and we know that 23 is an integer data type. Now I have created one float variable, and in the float variable we are assigning a value. Here we have used a float function, this float function. Okay, and as an argument we are passing a integer variable name, that is int underscore var. So I have told you that float function, I have told you that a float function will help you to convert the integer value into float number. So we are passing the variable here, and now we are getting the what is inside this float variable. So when we write this print function, we will see what is inside this float variable, and we will get the float number. Now the second program is used to convert this float number into integer number. Okay, so we have created one variable with the float underscore var, and we are assigning a decimal number, a number with a decimal point in it, that is 4.5. and again we have created one variable int underscore var, and here we are using int function which will help us to convert any float value into an integer value. So we have used the integer function. As an argument we are passing float underscore var. Okay, so again we are printing what is inside this int var. Okay, so this is the way to convert the any integer and integer number into float number. To convert any integer number to float number, we will use float function, and to convert this float number into integer number we are using int function. So let's see this in the command prompt. So here I have opened the command prompt. I write on the Python to open the interactive way. So here I will create one int variable, and I will store integer value into it, that is 12. And now I will create a float variable, and there I will use inside this float variable I will store a value which is returned by this float function. So inside the float function I will write down the variable name. So now I will try to print that what is inside this float variable, and it should be a float number. So here you see this int var, we have provided 12, that is an integer, and in this float var we are storing whatever the data that is returned by this float function. And in this float function, as an argument, we are passing the reference of this, that is the variable name of this variable that is storing 12.12 in it. Okay, and when we try to print the what is inside this variable, we are getting 12.0, that is a float. Here you can directly also you can use this float function like float, and inside this float function you can pass any integer number and it will directly convert that number into float number. Okay, let me show you another example. Okay, so we know that 343 is an integer number, and by using this float function we can convert the integer into float number. So you will get 3.343.0, and this is float. Okay, so now we will try to convert the float number into an integer number. For that we will create one variable like float underscore var, and I will store a variable into it like 12.4. okay, sorry, 23.4. and now I will create int var, and inside the int var I will store a data that is returned by the int function. Okay, so inside the int function as an argument I will pass float underscore var, and this int function, so what will happen here, this int function will convert whatever the data that is present inside this float variable, that is 23.4, into integer, and then it is stored that value inside this int underscore var variable. Okay, so now I will try to get the data what is inside this int variable, and for that I have used a print function. So here you see the float number that is 23.4 is converted into 23. Okay, and that is an integer value. So the int function will also help you to convert the float number into an integer number. So you can directly write down as an argument, you can directly write down the value here like 3.2 and hit enter. It will convert as an integer. You can also use 4.33 and it will convert into integer. So I hope now you have clear understanding how the data, what is the function that we can use to convert the integer data into a float data, that is a float function, and how we can convert the float data into an integer data by using the int function. So now as this topic has been finished, you know how to convert the integer value into float and float value to integer. Now moving to the next slide, here we will see how we can convert the integer and float number into complex number. Okay, so for this you have to remember one function, that is complex function. The complex function will help you to convert any number like integer or a float to a complex number. So here we have two sets of this function, when you passing the single argument and when you passing a double argument. For example, when you passing a single argument, okay, you can pass as an argument, you can pass a integer value or you can pass a float value. So when you pass a single argument, that will be the real part, okay, that is 23 plus 0j. And when you pass the double argument, like here as you see in the example, in the complex we are passing int variable also and float variable also. And when you pass the two argument in this function, the first argument will be the real part and the second argument will be the imaginary part. So now we will be focusing on this program to convert the integer into a float, to convert integer into complex. So here we have created one variable int underscore var, and we are storing 23 into 8, that is the integer value. And now we have created a complex var, and by using this complex function we will convert this integer value into a complex number. Then we will see what is inside this variable. In the second example, we have a float variable that is 4.5, and by using this complex function we will convert this float into complex, and then we will see what is inside this variable. So let's see this in command prompt. So now I will create int var, and I will store 23 into 8, and then I will create one variable that is comvar, and inside this comvar we will use a function that is complex, and inside the complex function we will pass variable name, and this complex function will return this complex function will convert the integer data into a complex data, and then it will store inside this variable. Okay, so let's see what is inside this comvar, and there you go, you will see 23 plus 0j, and that is a complex number. Again, we will try to convert the float var 3.5, and we will create one complex variable to store the value. Okay, so here what we have done, we have created one float variable, and that inside this float variable 3.5 is stored, and then by using this complex variable we are going to convert this float into a complex number. Now we will see what is inside this com underscore var, and you will see 3.5 plus 0j. So this is the way that how you can convert any float or integer into a complex number. Again, we will see what will happen when we pass a 2 argument in this complex function. So I have wrote down the complex, and inside this complex function I will pass 2 argument 2, 3. So here you see the first part of this argument, that is 2, will be the real part of the complex number, and the second part of this argument, that is 3, will be the imaginary part of the complex number. And what will happen if you will pass only a single argument like 3, it will be the real part of that complex number. I hope now you have a clear understanding how we can convert a float or integer data into a complex data type, and what are the what will happen when you pass a single argument in a complex function, and what will happen if you pass 2 argument in the complex function. And now I will tell you what will happen if you try to convert the complex number into a real number. So I will create one variable which is complex underscore var, and inside this variable I will store a complex number. Okay, and when you try to convert the data like complex data into an integer or float data by using int and float function, that is not possible. Let me show you. Okay, so I will create int underscore var, and inside the int underscore var, by using int function I will try to convert the complex number. Okay, so here you go. So you will see as a type error, cannot convert the complex to int. Similar thing will happen to the float also. Float number will also can't convert the float number into a complex number. So I hope now you have a clear understanding how we can convert the integer and float into complex. If you have any query, then comment down below. Do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.